Hi there, and welcome to the Celeb Tea, the rise and cracks in the crown. She dreamed of being everything at once, the ultimate Jersey queen, the flawless wife, a chart-topping pop star, and a glamorous fashion mogul. On the surface, Melissa Gorga seemed to have it all, the glitter, the family empire, and the Bravo spotlight. But as the cameras rolled and the years passed, the shine began to dim. Behind the sequins and staged perfection were lawsuits, business blunders, bitter betrayals, and scandals that chipped away at her carefully crafted facade. The story of Melissa Gorga is one of ambition colliding with reality. Her public image was polished to sell success, but beneath it, the empire she tried to build was plagued with counterfeit glamour, questionable business practices, and family drama that unraveled before millions of viewers. What started as a reality TV dream evolved into a saga of crumbling boutiques, broken promises, and the relentless pursuit of fame at any cost. When Melissa stepped onto the stage of The Real Housewives of New Jersey in 2011, she wasn't introduced as just another personality. She arrived with a mission to rival Teresa Giudice, the reigning star of the franchise and, ironically, her sister-in-law. Melissa was young, attractive, and armed with a flashy husband who adored flaunting their love. Together, they presented the image of a picture-perfect couple raising 3 children in a world of luxury. To Bravo executives, Melissa was a jackpot. Her connection to Teresa guaranteed instant drama, and her beauty, ambition, and willingness to play the game made her an asset. On screen, Melissa positioned herself as the glamorous newcomer capable of toppling Teresa's throne, and for a while, she played her role convincingly. Melissa quickly branded herself as more than just a housewife. She stepped into the spotlight with dreams of music stardom, releasing her single On Display. Though the track was mocked across social media, Bravo turned it into a storyline, selling Melissa as a pop star in the making. Fans watched her perform, rehearse, and chase that elusive crossover career. While critics laughed, the network capitalized, keeping Melissa in the spotlight and feeding the illusion that she was destined for bigger things. Meanwhile, her marriage to Joe Gorga was presented as the gold standard of Bravo romance. The couple constantly paraded their passion in front of the cameras, steamy makeout sessions, extravagant gifts, and declarations of eternal love. Their unity was marketed as a sharp contrast to the chaos swirling around Teresa, who, at the time, was dealing with mounting scandals of her own. To viewers, Melissa appeared to have the upper hand, but cracks in the facade were already showing. Behind the public kisses and glamorous scenes, family tensions brewed. Melissa and Teresa's feud became one of reality television's most infamous rivalries. Episodes descended into screaming matches, drink-throwing, and vicious accusations. Melissa insisted she was merely defending herself, while Teresa branded her as a gold digger who had schemed her way into the spotlight. And slowly, some fans began to question whether Teresa's accusations held more truth than they initially seemed. By the end of her first 2 seasons, Melissa had cemented herself as a central figure in the Housewives universe. Yet her notoriety wasn't built on her music career, her boutique, or her business skills. It was built on chaos. Her family's fractures became her storyline, and while Bravo thrived on the drama, the damage to real relationships was undeniable. Melissa wanted the Jersey crown, but the path she took, public feuds, shallow ventures, and high-risk displays of wealth, was already setting the stage for betrayal, humiliation, and eventual downfall. The boutique that exposed the illusion. After years of sparring with Teresa on camera, Melissa sought to reinvent herself. She no longer wanted to be known solely as a reality TV personality or a pop star wannabe. Instead, she tried to position herself as a savvy businesswoman, a fashion mogul who could stand on her own 2 feet, with or without Bravo. Her answer came in the form of Envy, a boutique in Montclair, New Jersey that promised luxury fashion curated by Melissa herself. This was supposed to be her redemption arc, the business that proved she was more than just a TV character. She pitched Envy as her passion project, a place where fans could access high-end style infused with her personal taste. But whispers of trouble started almost immediately. Shoppers and online sleuths began noticing inconsistencies, price tags that didn't match the actual quality of the clothes, and items that looked suspiciously similar to cheaper, mass-produced pieces found online. Before long, accusations piled up that Envy was selling rebranded wholesale items at inflated prices, disguised as Melissa Gorga's exclusive collection. Critics pointed out the obvious: Melissa wasn't a designer at all. She was a middleman, flipping clothes and repackaging them under her name. Then came the lawsuits. Melissa's business partner, Jackie Beard Robinson, accused her of shady practices and financial mismanagement. According to Jackie, Melissa mishandled funds and left her carrying the burden when the boutique's finances collapsed. In a dramatic turn, Envy abruptly shut its doors in 2017. Racks cleared, lights out, and fans left wondering whether the boutique had ever truly been legitimate. Melissa, of course, spun the narrative in her favor, casting herself as the victim of Jackie's betrayal. But documents and receipts told another story: unpaid bills, unfulfilled contracts, and another failed Bravo business that seemed more like a storyline than a sustainable venture. And Envy wasn't the only source of scandal. Melissa's husband, Joe, became the subject of rumors involving shady real estate dealings. Whispers circulated that the Gorgas funded their lavish lifestyle by flipping properties, cutting corners, and allegedly manipulating business partners. Lawsuits mounted, creditors demanded payment, and the couple's financial stability began to look more like smoke and mirrors. On television, however, Melissa and Joe kept up appearances. She bragged about designer gowns and luxury parties, while he continued flaunting their supposed success. Envy was portrayed as thriving, their marriage as rock solid, and their lifestyle as aspirational. But fans were starting to catch on. Scandals, spin, and the illusion of stability. As the years passed, Melissa worked hard to polish her image, but controversy shadowed nearly every reinvention. Envy's implosion wasn't an isolated incident. It was emblematic of a larger pattern. Each time Melissa attempted to expand her brand, questions about authenticity and credibility followed. For critics, the boutique fiasco confirmed what they had long suspected. Melissa's empire wasn't built on solid ground, but on illusion and Bravo-produced sparkle. Her personal life wasn't immune either. Joe's rumored financial dealings placed the couple under scrutiny, and whispers of foreclosures and mounting debts circulated among fans and tabloids. Despite public appearances that portrayed them as financially secure, evidence suggested the Gorgas were juggling lawsuits and scrambling behind the scenes to maintain their extravagant lifestyle. Melissa, ever the strategist, leaned into Bravo's platform to shield herself. On screen, she played the cool, collected wife who balanced motherhood, marriage, and business ventures with grace. Whenever cracks appeared, she dismissed them as gossip or betrayal from outsiders. This ability to spin narratives kept her afloat longer than many expected, but the audience was evolving. Longtime viewers grew skeptical, no longer dazzled by designer labels or over-the-top storylines. What remained consistent, however, was the drama. Melissa's long-running feud with Teresa became the backbone of her Housewives tenure, a storyline Bravo never let die. Their battles over loyalty, family, and fame delivered ratings gold but came at a steep cost. What started as entertainment transformed into a cycle of mistrust that fractured their families and left permanent scars. Today, Melissa Gorga's journey reads less like the story of a self-made queen and more like a cautionary tale. Her ambition was undeniable, but so were the shortcuts, missteps, and half-truths. From her fleeting pop career to a boutique riddled with lawsuits, her legacy is complicated. She wanted the Jersey crown, but the cost was steep: fractured relationships, financial controversy, and a reputation that many argue was built more on chaos than accomplishment. Beneath the glitz and curated perfection lies a truth reality television cannot hide forever. Behind every illusion is a reckoning. And for Melissa Gorga, that reckoning has been playing out in front of millions.